Yeah, this is one of our favorite days of the year, especially want to thank our marketing staff for all their hard work over the last few months of organizing and planning this event. It's so much fun to bring in so much energy to this game with an 11 a.m. tip. We hope all the kids came away becoming Maryland fans for life and tell their parents they want to come back. Our players take the responsibility of being role models very seriously, and we take pride in that. So just a really special day for us all around. I thought, we started a little slow when you talk about the break that we were just coming off, but I thought overall you saw some really good things on both ends of the floor defensively as well as offensively, sharing the basketball and being unselfish.
Raise your hand for Mike. We'll take questions for the student athletes. Start with Frese.
Hey, y'all. Chris, let's start with you real quick. This is essentially the end of the non-conference season for you guys. You guys have that Texas game out there, but that's a little bit of ways. What is the biggest thing that you guys kind of took from this non-conference season, including today, and what you have to make sure you take care of moving forward as you hit this, Big Ten stretch of the year?
I would definitely say that compared to the beginning of the season, our team chemistry has really grown. And also, every time we practice, our coach, Brenda, always mentions how much that we're growing as an overall team. Even though she's, hard on us, we are making those... Sorry. We are making those strides to get ready for conference play. And even we had our first conference game, I think, for me, it was a little overwhelming, but I had my team behind me. So it's the fact that we're sticking together, that our team chemistry is growing each time we practice, each time we have a game, and that we're all locked in for one goal at the end of it.
Cool, thanks. Ooh, can I have one follow-up? Hey, Allie. Brenda always talks about you guys, basically having 7 starters, tweak the lineup a little bit today. Could you share kind of your mindset kind of coming in with a little bit tweaked of a role and what worked so well for you today with your first double-double of the year?
Mm-hmm. I feel like for me personally, it's never really who starts the game. Like you said, we have 7, 8 starters on the bench. As a team, sorry. And I think that it doesn't really define me as a player, and I'm more than happy to come off the bench to give a team a punch. I think that Christina has been producing, and that's just how it is, and all I can do is just help my teammate coming off the bench, and that's it. I feel like it doesn't really tweak my mindset at all. I think that's just part of the game, honestly. But yeah.
What worked well for you?
Thank you. Oh, what worked well? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just play basketball. Just do what I can do, honestly.
Working hard.
Yeah.
For any of you guys, I just kind of want to get your take on the environment today overall. And, do any of you guys kind of have a memory growing up of maybe going to a game like this and kind of getting inspired to play women's basketball?
Sorry. I think playing in front of little kids is just, I think it's very heartfelt because I was once that little kid coming to watch women's basketball. So me being able to play for them and them cheering, I was once in their seat. So I think it's a great feeling.
I think for me personally, I came to the Maryland game when I was little. I sat in the stands, and the people who were playing were idols to me. So I think that it's a full circle moment for me just to be able to play for a bunch of little children. And the environment's always great when they come too. They're always screaming and cheering for us. So it was a good game.
Kayleen, just your thoughts on reaching 1,000 points, and I'm sure it's
Fantastic.
a milestone you were anticipating, but just to finally get it done and do it, I guess, in a home game like this with a big crowd.
I think it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to be here, and it's a blessing to accomplish just one milestone here at Maryland. And it's also, I feel like it just made the accomplishment just better, being in such a great program with people around me who genuinely care for me and want to push me every day and want to help me grow. So I think I loved accomplishing it here at Maryland.
All right, happy holidays, guys.
Yes, enjoy.
Yes. Back, Michigan State.
See ya.
We'll take questions for Coach Frese.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey.
essentially the same question, kind of just moving out of this non-conference season, even though you did have Purdue, obviously. What did you like about this first start of the year, and what do you really want to see carry over as the schedule really picks up now?
Yeah, I think there's a lot to like with so many new players to, still be undefeated and, just find different ways to be able to win. I like our depth. We've really been focusing on both ends of the floor from a defensive end as well as building the chemistry. And I thought you saw just a lot of great things unselfishly on the offensive end today. And defensively, I thought the last quarter and a half, midway through the third and the fourth, was probably some of our best defensive effort and just where we need to be. So, it's exciting because now we know what lies ahead and feel like we're in a really good place. But every team can play in the league. So, have to just continue to keep growing and keep getting better.
Yeah, I have sort of a two-part question about the free throws. First of all, have you ever coached a game with a 50-6 free throw discrepancy? And then secondly, just when with a player like Christina kind of struggling at the line, how do you approach that? Do you think it's mental? I mean, she was able to kind of make her last kind of 5 of 6 and looked a lot better. How do you kind of approach a player when they're having some issues at the free throw line?
Yeah, and you were saying of a player of
Any
any player. Yeah. Well, first, I don't know that I've ever been in a situation like that from a foul end. I liked how aggressive we were being able to get to the glass and drawing fouls, but. I think you don't want to make it. They're already kind of in their own head mentally. So you're from the bench. Our staff is always just trying to instill confidence, and then you got to get in the gym and rep free throws so you can get out of those moments. You want to have those opportunities at the free throw line to add points. But I liked how we stayed resilient through that and tried to take advantage of those points.
Coach, just what did you like from your team on the glass? 62 rebounds and 26 offensive boards.
I thought we were really aggressive offensively, a lot to like on the offensive end. I thought we got better when we were really intentional of making contact and boxing out on the defensive end. So, a lot to like on the glass.
Some players talked a little bit about the team chemistry being as good as it is, and you're sitting there between 2 transfers, and you've used the portal a lot to kind of restock the team. I'm curious, sort of what have you kind of learned through the years about how to evaluate players that you're bringing in as transfers and how to create that kind of chemistry?
A lot to like. You bring in players that are hungry and motivated. Especially, I think our staff does a really good job of wanting to find the right fits. We're very selective with who we want to bring in, and especially kind of we don't want to build our roster that it's all the same. I think you see a lot of players that are unique and different to be able to help us through a scout, but. I can't say enough. I mean, it brings, I was sharing with Chris before the game when she was talking about how many days off they get at Christmas. And, that perspective for your locker room is really good and really healthy. And I love when transfers have come in and maybe not had the situation or expectation they thought they were going to have in college. I love being the school and the university that is going to bring back their passion and their love for the game. That's why we're in it. And when you can afford that, it's a career that goes by so fast. So when these players then can come away with that love, like every player should have that opportunity in college. Thank you. Happy holidays.